Alright, what's up guys? So back with another one here. It's been a little while, but we got another controller review. Leverless controller reviews. I got too many of these damn things now, but this one, a bit special. You know, I said I didn't want to do any more of these actually. I kind of want to, I have too many, but last one, maybe. This is a bit special because this is made by a fellow FGC competitive player. Somebody that I've known for about, when did BlazBlue come out? 2009? Yeah, I guess about 15 years ago. So this is it's my buddy StunEdge. I first met him BBCT back in the day. He was the best Jin in America. I was the best Ragnar. We had the lore battles. We both moved to Japan. He qualified for Arc Revo. He's one of the best Yukiko players. You might remember him from back in the day. He qualified for SBO and all sorts of stuff. But now, you know, he's old man. He's boomer like me. He's more retired. So he moved into a little side business. This company called Punk Workshops. Now, I believe they originally started as a button company, right? So we'll talk about the buttons in a little bit, but they've gotten on the leverless bandwagon. So here's their site, right? These were the ones they were selling at Evo right here. I'm gonna be looking at this one here, the mini box right there, but they got regular ones as well. I think they're still coming up with more models here, but the mini box is what I want to look at. Now, first of all, I don't know why it's called the mini box. It's pretty damn big, right? It's not chunky, it's light, it's nice, but if you compare it to the last controller we reviewed, the Hot, now that's a mini, right? See, this is a mini box, right? This is a mini box. This thing is nice and chunky. It's closer to, I think, like an Empress or the one I always bring out, the Kitsune, right? So it's about that same, like, sits on your lap. It's got plenty of space. What I like about it, though, the Kitsune is super thin. I don't have a problem with that, but I do enjoy this one. You see how it's, what is that, tilted? You know, it's tilted. I do like that. Because at the end of the day, you think of these things, they're like keyboards, right? So here's my keyboard. Showing off everything. You see those little legs? See them little legs right there? Yeah, incline. There you go. I'm an inclined gamer. I enjoy it. So it does feel very, very comfortable. Not too heavy, not too light. Plus the incline, it feels really good. I play on my lap. I know some of you guys play on a desk, but as someone who plays on their lap, it feels really, really solid. And it comes with the little stickers there on the back. So first of all, the buttons. As I mentioned, they have their own buttons. So let me turn the music off for a second. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear this, right? I'm going to hit the button. You hear anything? Is that picking up sound? All right, so they can hear some. So, right, this is the Punk Workshop. Now, let me get my other controller here. Ready? Ready? So there's a little difference right here. So the big thing to point out with these ones is that these are silent buttons, right? So I know some people are always in the market looking for silent buttons. So these are silent buttons, right? They do not make any noise. They don't have any click sound. And they don't feel like keyboard keys. As I mentioned, they originally were making these buttons for, you know, arcade sticks, for sticks. So they're arcade buttons, they're silent. And something else to point out too, you can kind of see how flat they are, right? You said they don't really stick out that much. Now, I learned a word a while ago from these videos, actuation, I think is what it is. But you barely have to press them. So not only do they not make any noise, you barely have to press them down to register, right? Like, you can't see my hand moving and I'm pressing the button, right? So I'm pressing the button. It would be an input right there. So it feels like when I play this, the response is very, very, very fast. And like the input is very, very precise. But now listen, again, I'm always honest in these videos. I don't really care. That's it. That's always like a marketing thing where it's like this is like a 0.0001 frame, whatever. But I feel like for fighting games, it doesn't really matter, right? I don't feel like playing this is super precise compared to this, right? It just, as I always say with all these, it's all about feel. It's all about your own preference and like what feels best for you. So if you play on an arcade stick, if you like silent buttons, if you like, I think they're called like plunger buttons, that's probably the best option. This is probably the only option I think that has default silent buttons there. So the buttons are, again, these are custom. They're not like someone's asking where they're from. These are custom Punk Workshop buttons. They're also for sale and their other stuff. But there's other stuff as well. Here's another cool little feature. So of course the USB cable, you can unplug it, put it in your bag if you want, but it has the little ridge on the side. So look at that. You can just wrap the cable around, sticks in there, nice and solid. So nice and compact, really cool. But the coolest thing about this again. I guess I should also talk. The case is nice, sturdy, solid. But ready? So for all you, I know a lot of people like messing around, like modding their stuff, swapping buttons and everything. It's kind of a pain in the butt. You know, you have to unscrew and screw every time. This is the first time I've seen a controller do this. Ready? I hope I don't break it. Ah! Look at that. With my bare hands, I just ripped it apart. But it's actually put together by magnets. Ready? And just like that. It's locked right back in. Like, it's super... It's not like, oh, flimsy magnets. It's very, very... Right? It's not just going to, like, slide out there right there. You have to rip it apart. So it's really, really cool. So, of course, you open it up. You have access to everything. So if you want to swap any buttons, right? Looks like they got the quick connects right there. Swap in whatever. Some of you guys in the States, right? You could store... I know what you guys be storing in those arcade sticks. I know about the hidden compartments that you guys have. But you could look... You put something right in there. A little bag of something. I don't know what you want. Hide it in there. Easy access and all that. But yeah, as for the downsides, you know, usually you got to point out the good and the bad. The bad one for this, I would say, is I think I don't know how easily it is to customize the art on this thing, right? It doesn't have any USB gamer lights. I don't know how easy you can customize the art. And then if you look at the site, we showed the site before. It's a bit limited at the time. They either have like a black version or a white version, right? Not too fancy, not too... So I guess a black, white, and then you have like their logo right there. But not too many options, you know. I know it's a really, really popular thing right now. I'm a fan too of... You know, the Empress hat right now is like 30 different like shells you can put on, you know, all sorts of different like color customizations right now. So this one at the moment is more about, I guess, the hardware than the real like customization option. So that could be a minus if you're into that. So this is the hot. This is like $40 right now. The price is always going like all over the place, but this is dirt cheap. This right now, let me check. Let me just triple check here. Oh, hold on. Oh no, look at that. Look, we found it. They actually do have an international. They do have an international store right here. So maybe they don't have every option ready at the moment, but if you check out the international store, it has dollars here. It does say that you can order if you don't live in Japan. So check it out. Give them a follow. Say, hey man, I like your stick. I'll buy it for $50 off or something. I don't know. Yeah, post it in the YouTube, of course, in the comments. But for the people watching right now, it's punkworkshop.top. That's the name of the brand right there. The last thing too before we go, of course, this is very, very important, is that they have the Brook board. There's two versions, so be careful. They have the Brook board, that's the God board right now that works on everything, and then they have the regular board that they make. Mine's a regular board, so this only works on PC. This only works on PC. So make sure, like, don't just buy it. If you're gonna buy one of these, if you like the hardware, you like the way it looks, make sure you pick the correct option, the one that has the Brook board. That way you can play it on all systems. That's what we need to do the next video, man. When's the damn Brook board blowing in price or whatever, man? That's the gatekeeper, not these things. Anyway, that's it. Again, just very, very quick review. I like it. I've been playing it for about a week now, having a lot of fun with it. It's very, very solid. Definitely feels like a more upscale controller. But like always, I got to give the caveat at the end. There is no best controller. There is no best controller. It's all about your preference. So if you're in Japan, if you want to come to Tatakai Tuesday, let me know. I'll bring it. You can try it. You can feel it yourself. Always, if possible, sometimes not possible. I understand that. If you live in the middle of like Idaho, you don't know anybody, just buy what's cheap. But if possible, try out as many controllers as you can before you buy the one that you like. I know it might be weird. Just don't be too weird about it. But ask people, hey man, can I just see that? Can I just try and see how it feels real quick? Because they all feel completely different. You got to find the one that matches you the best. Anyway, does anybody else have this controller? It's very popular in Japan. A lot of the pros are using it. I know like Aqua is using it as well. But is any non-Japanese people? Do you have a Punk Workshop controller? If so, let me know which one you have. What do you like? This is the mini, by the way, even though it's big. They have other things on the website. Check it out. And once again, shouts to StunEdge. Like I said, guys, support as much as I like, as much as I like the big brands and the big companies and everything. It's also good to support your actual local OG real FGC people, the mom and pop shops. Although not really, but yes, I vouch for the owner of this company. As a Persona player, he gets a SEAM 2015 seal of approval there. All right, that's it for this one. Leave a comment. maybe no more controller reviews, man. I have too many of these things. I got too many controllers now. I don't know what to do. If you want one, I don't know, money match me for it. But leave a comment like always. Shouts again. Check out the website, Punk Workshop. I'll see you next one. Peace.